Problem number 2. Given h of x equals x squared plus 11 and g of x equals the square root of x minus 2, evaluate the following. Once again, start on the inside. So we're going to start with 18. And we're going to put that back into the g function. So it's going to be g of 18. And 18 is going to replace the x. So there's the 18 replacing the x, minus 2. That's going to give us, 18 minus 2 is 16. So it's the square root of 16, and the square root of 16 is 4. So instead of writing g of 18, we're going to fill in what it equals, which is 4. And now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out, well, what does h of 4 equal? And our h function is x squared plus 11. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this value of 4, and we're going to replace the x there. But notice what happens. It's going to be 4 squared plus 11. 4 squared is 16. 4 times 4 plus 11, and 16 plus 11 is 27. So h of g of 18 equals 27. Going to start with h of 4 this time. So when we go back and look at our function here, what's going to happen is we're going to deal with h of 4. So we're going to replace the x in that h function with a 4. 4 squared is 16 plus 11. We actually just did this math, which gives us 27. So h of 4 is 27. And now we're going to use that value to go back into the g function, our g function being the square root of x minus 2. We're going to take that value of 27, and we're going to replace, x is going to be replaced by that. So it's going to be the square root of 27 minus 2. The square root of 27 minus 2, 27 minus 2 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5, which again, that's our final answer. That's what g of h of 4 equals. Remember, if I'm going too fast, pause the video, rewind it if you need to. G of 11 is where we're going to start on this one. So g of 11 is going to be the square root of 11 minus 2, the 11 replacing the x. 11 minus 2 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So instead of writing g of 11, now we're going to fill in what that value actually equals, which is 3. And now we're going to go back into this function once again, the g function once again. And we're going to replace that x with the 3. Nothing else changes, and you don't write the x again. 3 minus 2 is 1, and the square root of 1 is 1, which is what g of 11 equals. Letter D. Again, there's that notation again. h open circle h of 0. It means h of 0. If you prefer, then you write it as h of 0. But we'll leave it as is. And as we take a look here at this one, let's figure out what h of 0 equals. So remember, we're replacing that x with that 0. Nice thing is that 0 squared is 0. And 0 plus 11 is 11. So now we've got h of 0, filling in what h of 0 equals, which is 11. And I need to switch back to my other color here, but our h function is x squared plus 11. But we're going to take the value of 11, and we're going to replace x with that value. So it's going to be 11 squared plus 11. 11 squared means 11 times 11. It's 121 plus 11. And when we add those together, we get 132, which is h of 0. One too many parentheses there. Letter E. Again, the open circle, but ultimately where we start is with this g of 38. So when we take a look at this, g of 38 means that we're going to take the square root of 38. There's the 38 replacing the x, minus 2. 38 minus 2 is 36, and the square root of 36 is 6. So now what we're going to figure out is, well, what does h of 6 equal? And our h function is x squared plus 11. And we're going to take that value of 6, and we're going to replace the x. So it's going to be 6 squared plus 11. 6 squared is 6 times 6, which is 36, plus 11. And when we add those together, we get 47, which is h of g of 38. Last one on problem number 2. G of h of 0. We're going to figure out what h of 0 equals first. So h of 0 equals 0 squared plus 11. 0 squared is 0 plus 11, which is 11. If we fill in h of 0 with the 11, and now what we're going to figure out is, well, what is g of 11? So we go back and we look at our g function, which is the square root of x minus 2. But we're going to take that value of g, the 11, and we're going to replace x with that. So it's going to be 11 minus 2. The square root of 11 minus 2, 11 minus 2 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. And that is what g of h of 0 is.